Hello, welcome to the AGD stand here in Atlanta. We're at ITS World Congress and we're introducing some new products here to the international market. So our biggest selling product at the moment is the AGD 650, which is our AI-based detection system. I'd like to give you a quick run through the actual unit itself. We can just very quickly run through the actual setup and just some of the detection classes that we've got available. Okay, so this is a very simple system that we've got here, and the idea of this is just to show you setup. So if we start here by using the GUI, we just click up on the setup section. We start off with some very simple details. In this case, it's the installation. So we just put in this case, TBD. We get the ability to add in any user notes, so anything specific here. It doesn't make any difference what it is. It could be something as simple as park behind VRS or use a specific maintenance bay. That install location forms part of the effective SSID, so we can quickly identify when we arrive to site. If it's a busy site, we get the ability to freeze the image itself. We can zoom in and out of the image, as well as potentially focusing on particular areas by changing that field of view. So you can see here on the video, we're just focusing in on the advanced stop line and clicking apply. We don't need to use it obviously at this stage, so we just remove it quite simply by pressing the delete button and apply again. We may come across areas in the actual detection video where we're getting some false detects, so we do have the ability to add some masks. There's up to 3 of these can be added, and we do suggest that these are used sparingly because they do completely stop any detection in those areas. So in this case here, we're just covering off the traffic signal heads just to make sure we don't get any false detections and pressing apply. Again, we don't need it at this stage, so we are just going to remove it, again, very simply by clicking on Change Masks and the Delete button, and again, Apply. We now move on to adding the zones. In this case, we have 2 that we can add in. So zone number 1, it is important at this stage that we consider keeping the arrows in the direction of travel. And what we actually do is we utilize the on-street assets. So you can see here on the advanced stop line, we're just following the white lines and the curb lines. We then tell the zone what we want it to look for. So we can have all road users, 4-wheel vehicles only, or do not detect 4-wheel vehicles, or a custom detection criteria. So in this case, we select bicycles, motorcycles, and press apply. We'll do the same process for zone 2. Again, following it across, it's quite easy to simply drag and move it to a particular location before fully aligning it. So again, you'll see here, we're just following that initial white line. We'll come down here to the center road line and then the curb line again. Again, green lines in direction of travel, and then we go into our detection criteria. In this case, it doesn't make a difference what we use, but we're going to just select buses as a detection criteria. So if you've got bus priority running in your street, this will be an ideal thing to use. Very simply, then we click next and move to the final section. In here, we get the ability to do some security, so we can switch off Wi-Fi after a defined period of time. And if we scroll right to the very bottom, there is a section down here where we can adjust the threshold levels if we don't want to pick up higher or lower false detects. And here, very simply, you just see the zones themselves in operation. So zone number 1, looking for motorcycle to bicycle, you see when it goes yellow, it's in activation. And zone number 2 will sit there waiting for a bus to arrive. Very simply, this just outputs a contact to the local traffic signal controller. We do, as we move forward, evolve the product itself. Very simply, we would then take the file that's sent to you. That file's then uploaded, the status bar will come up. When we then unlock the install button, we then get the ability to upgrade the firmware, and that will bring in new evolutions of the product as we move forward. And there you have it, the AGD 650 AI multimodal detector and the new classifications that we've launched.